Welcome back, Brickmaniacs, to another episode of Brickmania TV. Today on Brickmania TV, Cody shows off the M46 Patton.
I do.
You do?
Hopefully I do it well.
Okay, cool. Korean War.
Yep.
What else?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's got a tiger on it?
Yeah. So this is, well, what do you want to know? Do you want to know the
I want to know
history?
everything.
Okay.
Everything.
So this was basically just an updated Pershing tank.
Okay.
They used a Pershing tank in World War II, and after World War II they started making updates to it after complaints about underpowered engine and unreliable transmission. So basically, yeah, they just started updating the engine and transmission, and then they updated the gun. And they figured, you know what, we could just redesignate it a different name. So they named it the Patton. It's the first of the Pattons.
Nice.
Tanks to be called Patton.
Okay.
The M46 Patton. Because they just made some little tweaks aside from the engine and the main gun. They also put a bore evacuator on the end of the barrel, which is pretty common.
Nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays, yeah. So that kind of like creates a backdraft or some sort of science thing.
It creates
and then
science.
It pulls all of the smoke out of the barrel, so when you open the breech inside the tank,
It doesn't fill
the
the whole
cabin
thing.
doesn't fill with the smoke from the...
So prior to that,
From the
tanks were just completely filled with smoke.
Yeah, it's very
Cool.
nasty.
Cool.
So,
in
operators
combat,
can breathe.
what kind of tanks did this bad boy face?
It went up against typically T-34 85s.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Patton fought alongside initially with Shermans and some Pershings until eventually they were all, or a majority of them were replaced with the Pattons because they did really well climbing mountains in the rougher terrain because they had a much more powerful engine than the Pershing would have.
Cool.
So yeah, it was originally intended to be a heavy tank, or at least the Pershing was intended to be a heavy tank, but it's designated as a medium tank. But some would say it's the first main battle tank that was devised.
Some would say.
Some would say.
Cool. So this is
sources.
is this a specific version of this, or would this be more of a common thing that you'd see in the Korean War?
I think it's called the Ripper pattern.
Okay.
So a lot of people know this from a famous video game. A lot of people like to play it. And that's kind of what we based the color scheme off of.
Yeah.
Aside from real life pictures, that's kind of,
Right.
we got some inspired art from that just because they're the most clear.
I mean, you'd see lots of black and white pictures.
Yeah.
Like whole convoys painted in this sort of a color scheme with a scary looking tiger face.
Scary. It looks kind of more crazy.
Derpy,
than
crazy.
anything
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you had this giant thing coming at you, you'd probably be a little freaked out.
Yeah, it was intended to be intimidating.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't really camouflage, but
Right.
I don't know how well it worked. I think a tank in itself is scary enough. I don't know if you need to paint it, but it looks cool. So
Yeah. Pretty cool.
yeah.
Okay, moving on to the kit.
The kit
Obviously,
itself.
the kit itself. Obviously, a cool sticker pack and a little bit of combo printing.
Yep. Got some printed features on the barrel, the stripes on the barrel. This is a sticker on the bore evacuator, and then making up the barrel is the printed stripes.
Printed stripes.
And we have a canvas.
Yeah, we're trying out some new stuff. Just seeing what works. Yeah, this is a canvas cover.
Which is optional.
Optional, yeah.
Some have it, some didn't.
So for the winter, right?
In the winter you'd have it, and it's December now, so
There we go.
the chosen reservoir. So they would
Right.
usually seal up the gun with that canvas. There's stickers underneath if it's an option.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out for you, if you're having trouble with it. So it's an experiment. In the instructions, we'll see how difficult it is, and we're looking for feedback on that.
Feedback would be appreciated. So. Yeah, so but underneath of that, there's eye stickers as well. So it looks almost the same, except it's brick built as opposed to fabric on that. Stickered mouth, stickered stripes, and those claws on the front are printed actually.
Yes. There's also some printed elements in the back here in the engine. So the easiest way to open the engine compartment is just take 2 fingers and push right there.
Whoa.
It unlocks itself from the studs. And then Mr. Cameraman
So you actually have a
can see the
really nicely detailed engine inside of this thing. This is super cool.
detail. I had so much space inside that hull.
Yeah.
It's just asking for an engine in there. So I think that's artwork you've done before. I think.
Yep.
For the tiger or the panther.
Panther, I think.
Yeah. On those spinny thingies.
We've used it more than just that, but yeah, we've seen that before. So, Brickmania track links, as always.
Brick built hull.
Oh, sorry.
Studs
Getting ahead
forward.
of you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's studs forward. Maybe studs backward.
I always like seeing that whenever.
Studs backwards, actually.
I know it's the bottom of a model, and you don't see it all the time, but it's just the little things, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, it was the easiest way to get the wheel spacing correct because I went with a little bit larger wheel than what we've done with the Pershing in the past.
Sure.
So the spacing was critical.
Yeah, those are nice, beefy looking wheels.
Yeah.
Does it roll?
It does roll.
Nice.
With some pressure, and this is super strong. You can push on that thing all day long.
Wow.
Just makes for a really strong hull.
Cool.
Barrel lock on the back. Got the commander hatch.
With brick arms.
Yep, with a M2HB, brick arms M2HB, and then another hatch for the gunner.
I like the little diagonal hatch there.
Pretty simple, buddy.
You can see that camera dude.
He plops right inside there. Also, there's hatches here.
We're not done. There's more hatches.
Assistant. However, you can't stick a figure in there because the hatches are so far out to the side of the tank that there's no way to build a hull and have space for a minifigure to stick their head out. But you can see inside the hull.
And if you really wanted to imply, you could just take the torso off the minifigure, right?
Yeah, and there's also Brick Arms M1919 machine gun in the hull.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and there's space for
There's just so many details on this thing.
a driver and gunner. However,
The sticker.
I forgot about the sticker on the mouth when I was designing it. Didn't think about that. But anyways,
So you just gotta be careful with the
super
sticker when
spacious
you're
hull.
opening that up.
you can fit a guy right behind the machine gun, then you can fit the driver in there. There's a stud for each foot.
Yeah.
And
There we
it's
go.
just going to take some finagling to get them in there. You might have to lean them back a
Yeah.
little bit, but they will fit in the hull. Pre-tested.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just 4 studs that snap the hull on. The upper hull onto
Plus
the lower
a-
hull.
Plus a
Plus a
sturdy sticker.
Plus a little sticker clutch if you re-sticker that on.
There you go.
So yeah.
I want to see that work. I want to see this guy go in there. So no legs on there.
Yeah, that works.
See, that looks
Perfect.
real.
It does look real, actually.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Or you can put a tile, a jumper, 2x2 jumper plate on there and stick the minifig's head on there. That would work too.
Ah!
Yeah.
I always like it when I get the camera guy to laugh.
I don't exist.
What? You're just gonna edit that out and make me sound crazy.
Yeah.
Figure. Can you talk about that?
Figures. Go ahead.
Figures. Okay. So this is a Korean War era uniform, just very similar to the Army uniform at the time, and the Marines also were using it as well. And then there is the I should write down all the numbers. I don't remember all the numbers of everything.
You should.
I should. I will next time.
Sure.
So then there is the combat boot of that era as well, and it's kind of an interesting boot. It's sort of a precursor to more modern all leather black combat boots. Actually, halfway through the war, they started painting or they started shoe polishing them black, so they actually look pretty modern. Pistol belt and pistol holster there.
I fought hard for that.
Yeah, you gotta have that on there.
You gotta put that on there, Landon.
I don't know, Cody. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that, Cody. No, you have to. Mm-hmm. And so I did.
Yep.
That's it, right?
I think so.
That's it.
Yeah. It's a tank.
It's a tank. Okay, for more information, you know where to check it out, right? Where is that, Cody? Where do they go get more information?
Brickmania.com.
I guess they can go there,
right?
right? For more information, do we? For more information, check out brickmania.com. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to use the hashtag #ChosenBricks. And where can they use that hashtag, Cody?
Pretty much everywhere but YouTube. Don't use it on YouTube. You won't get entered in YouTube.
Sorry.
So you can do Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, right?
That's it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
And that's it.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. That is the episode.